Everyone.
Hello there.
I'm Coach Taylor here at Inver Grove Heights Anytime Fitness Plus.
I'm Coach Angela here with Coach Taylor.
There we go. So basically, we're gonna try something a little new for the month of July newsletter. We're gonna do it auditory, like a book on tape.
Yeah.
There we go. So just turn the volume up and enjoy what we have to say. So, Angela.
Yes.
I need a drink of water.
Okay, you stole my one.
I know, I stole your one.
I'm quite thirsty, though.
Yes, and
so
it is...
why are we so thirsty?
It's because of the topic hydration. And
Oh.
it doesn't help. It's like 99 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So, ironic? I don't think so.
No.
All right, so first and foremost, of kind of the importance of hydration throughout not only a workout, but kind of an everyday thing, right?
Right. If you're only focused about drinking water around your workouts, you're probably not getting enough water, and you could later 2 or 3 hours after your workout, you could start to feel lethargic if you're not drinking enough water. But not only that, sometimes if you're drinking enough water and you still don't feel like you're properly hydrated, it could mean that you are missing some electrolytes.
Exactly. So, everyone thinks of when it's hot out, drink water or, something. So we're here to just tell you about the benefits of keeping hydrated, where to find the proper hydration, where not to, the risks of being dehydrated, how to monitor your hydration levels, and just kind of some fun tips and things like that. Just revolving the warm weather and hydration through your workout. So, I guess first and foremost, some benefits.
Yes.
So, some benefits of being properly hydrated. If we can think of any, Angela, what would you say would be kind of some benefits?
I mean, I don't.
I know I put you on the spot.
Well, I know that it'll help with digestion.
There we go.
It'll help with basic I guess bodily functions.
Yeah.
You need water to have everything run properly.
Right, and that's it's kind of what I had written down. If that water is kind of like the oil in your car. So let's say food is the gas. Water is the oil that continues to have your engine running smoothly. So if you don't have that, you wouldn't run your car, or I hope not, without oil, or throw some low grade stuff that you find on the side of the street in your car either. So, kind of saying that, again, it kind of has all the gears moving right inside of your body.
Definitely. Did you want to mention anything else about that?
Oh, yeah. So just different benefits about aiding digestion. It also flushes waste. So again, not only helps with digesting your food and absorbing your nutrients in your gut, but it also flushes the excess waste that is in your body as well.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Right.
Some more ones that we got. Like Angela said before, it reduces your fatigue not only during exercise but also after. So could you touch on that just a little bit? I'm just saying.
As far as I don't know what you mean.
Like keeping hydrated. Like let's say you don't drink a lot of water throughout the day. What would happen? What would you feel?
Oh, yeah.
What doesn't feel right? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're not drinking enough water, first of all, muscles need water to to recover and then to also continue working. So oftentimes, if you find yourself getting dizzy or fatigued during a workout, your muscles could be starved of water, and I guess I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, really, it comes down to your body is functioning. Your excess sweating, your body's getting hot. So not only does water keep your body cool, and it replenishes the sweat and the electrolytes that we'll talk about in a little bit from sweat, but again, it kind of turns down the thermometer in your body and replenishes so that you can go longer, that you don't feel fatigued quickly and ultimately dehydrated.
Yeah.
So with the topic of electrolytes, I guess, do you have any input of, kind of working out with electrolytes and stuff like that?
Yeah. So sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, if you're drinking water and you still don't feel like something's not working right, or you're still getting tired and you still feel lethargic, you could be missing electrolytes. So if you don't know what electrolytes are, just some examples of it are like sodium, magnesium, potassium chloride, calcium phosphate, and bicarbonate. Um, you don't have to worry too much about exactly what those are, but that's what you're missing. So ways to get that is through sports drinks.
Yep.
But that's not to say that that's not to say that you should go out and get a Gatorade, because then you have other things that you're consuming, like sugars.
Right.
And there's a lot of like hidden sugars too. So Taylor, do you have some examples of some good sports drinks?
Yeah. So kind of going down the sports drink avenue is they do have the sodium, the potassium, the magnesium, all the electrolytes that your body does lose through sweat, but it also does have a bunch of bad or not healthy things like all the added sugar that makes it taste sweet. So really, if you're working out for an extended period of time, if you're starting to get sick or your immune system's down, or if it's just a hot day and you're sweating a lot and you still, again, like Angela said, you're feeling kind of fatigued and lethargic and you're not really 100%, then definitely try to get a Gatorade. I like to look again for the zero added sugars. I like to do kind of just anything really clear that does have some electrolytes. So for an example, like Propel, that again I usually drink sometimes after a hard workout, or again if it's super hot out. But you really want to check the nutrition labels, and you want to look at, hey, how much sugar or how much kind of negative factors am I putting into my body, which later can result in a bunch of other things that Gatorade or all the other sports drinks don't advertise, like all the added sugars and stuff like that. So do you have anything to add to that?
Well, what I was wondering,
Mm-hmm.
Does Zevia have any electrolytes in it?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, just that's a popular soda pop that we like to drink here.
You can find me and Taylor
sipping
at
on
the
some
Zevia shop.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, just ask us. It's very,
we'll be more than happy to tell you more about it.
But I guess another thing to go down is just talking to people if I ask what do you typically drink during the day. You always get your coffee or tea. Most people drink energy drinks, so Monster, Red Bull, and then sodas, Coca-Cola, whether it be diet or regular. Those aren't the places to look for proper hydration.
Yes, actually, I do want to. Is it okay if I mention one thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes people have, like Taylor said, their cup of coffee, they got their coffee and everything like that, and they're wondering why they're like so short of breath immediately when they start their workout. And caffeine is really good to consume before a workout. Like, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of benefits, but you have to pay attention to how much caffeine you're consuming before.
Yep.
Because if you're like upwards of like 300 milligrams of caffeine, you're actually not going to get the benefits of caffeine during a workout, because it's going to be dehydrating you faster than it would be those benefits. Like, because in small amounts before a workout, it can help reduce fatigue levels, and it can help you sustain harder workouts for a longer amount of time. But like I said, if you're having too much of it and not enough water, it's going to do the opposite, and it's going to dehydrate you. Right,
exactly. So same with, sodas and energy drinks. Not only are they jam-packed with sugars, but they do add the caffeine, which, again, has still negative effects on your body, especially if you aren't getting the proper hydration. So that was Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so my biggest question is, where do we find the proper hydration? Number one.
Oh, water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't know that was a question towards her.
No. I didn't know you were asking me. Like, I knew.
I wasn't just asking myself, but
Kinda.
that's number one. Is
Okay,
water.
water.
Is obviously your main, and you also do get them through foods that you eat.
Veggies.
Fruit, exactly. Some other forms minimally, but your main focus of what you want to keep drinking throughout the day is water. I can't stress it enough. Some other benefits, I'm just going to kind of read through this list that I actually found that were pretty cool, that what it does. It aids in weight loss. It boosts your metabolism. Like I said, it kind of has all those gears turning smoothly, and also increases performance. So if you, not are just focusing on weight loss, it would improve your performance, increasing mass and strength and things like that, because you are, doing well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an athlete with like competitive goals and you're just working on, like Taylor said, having a specific performance goal in mind, yeah, it'll be good for you to sustain like harder workouts.
Exactly. A couple more that I have. It lubricates your joints, which is always a plus with that.
Guys, you can't squat if your joints are hurting.
Yep, exactly. It keeps your skin supple. So, new word, I know. I'm expanding my vocabulary. But again, it kind of has that glowing effect on your skin. It reduces high blood pressure.
That's really good.
So you kind of brought up the caffeine, if you don't get the amounts, if you have a lot of caffeine in your system and limited water, it's kind of the same thing. Your heart rate, from caffeine, it's pounding, and you're just, kind of becoming dehydrated as you start to work out. So it reduces that. It prevents headaches. I can't tell you how many headaches I've had from being not hydrated.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. Especially when you're sick, after maybe a too much fun long night of drinking water. No, I'm just kidding. But again, just preventing headaches is a huge benefit. Appetite control. So this is something that I learned kind of in school that I thought was awesome, is that your body can sometimes trick itself in thinking that you're hungry, but you're actually thirsty.
Right.
So, if you are hungry and it's kind of a weird time of day, you just ate, drink a glass of water and wait.
Yeah, so that's what you should do, is have water and then see how you feel.
Right, exactly. Mental alertness. So during the day, that 2 o'clock feeling, you're sitting there and you're like, holy cow, how am I going to get through the rest of this day? Continuously drinking water, again, it kind of breaks up what you're doing. Walking to the restroom is, again, a good way to kind of stay active, or at least you get up from your chair. And it maintains... What's up?
Well, I don't know if we should talk about our essentialism walks.
Oh, essentialism walks. So
maybe we'll save that for another newsletter, right? Okay.
Another and huge portion, I like to say this one for last, is it maintains your regularity and normalcy. So again, water is a foundation of your body. It's about 50% of your whole entire weight, depending. But it is pretty awesome that your body is made of all this water, and your cells and everything that your body needs to function runs on water. So those are the benefits that I really could think of. So let's kind of go in to the opposite of hydration, which is
dehydration. Okay, so actually,
oh, I got shunned.
No. But I'm trying to see where this fact fits in, and I guess I should have brought it up during the electrolyte part.
Oh, okay. So dehydration is the loss of fluid. It is basically your water loss exceeds your water intake. So it's a formula. If you lose more than you take in, you're going to be dehydrated.
Right.
Okay. So we lose electrolytes through sweat. So
yes.
You want to bring that?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you are only drinking... So, okay, you're losing a lot of electrolytes through sweat. If you're only drinking water, you're not replenishing those electrolytes. So, actually, if you are only drinking water all day long and no electrolytes, you could have a condition called, Taylor, will you help me? What's this?
What?
Right there.
Hyponatremia.
Hyponatremia. Well, what it means is that you're waterlogged and your body doesn't have enough sodium in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
So, as important as it is to keep drinking water all day long, like Taylor said, if you're losing a lot of electrolytes through sweat, everything like that, you got to be replenishing those.
Right.
So that, and if your diet is high in salt, you may be already replenishing those. So you really just have to kind of pay attention to how you feel. If you're not urinating a lot throughout the day, and if you're getting headaches, it could mean that you don't have enough like electrolytes in your system keeping the balance.
Right, exactly. So we're gonna go over to about kind of overhydrating and what to look for with that. But electrolytes are super important. You can again get them in your diet with fruits and veggies and other sources like that. Multivitamins and whatnot. I don't know if people still eat those, but or just making a conscious effort to read the nutrition facts on these said sports drinks or electrolytes fuel.
Yeah, because there actually are some like okay ones,
right.
like off the top of my head, Killcliff is the one that like I can think of it.
And those are
doesn't
still
have
like
sugar,
GNC. Right? I don't know if that one does, but what was the other one?
Fit Aid.
That one does, but Killcliff I don't think does. So again, these are just do your research.
Yeah.
Ask us, come in and see us and just kind of ask our opinion on certain ones, but just be conscious of what you're putting in your body is all.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So dehydration, again, some risks or some, kind of signs or symptoms, dry mouth. Like Angela said, you're as weird as it sounds, you're urinating less frequent than normal. So if you think to yourself, hey, I haven't peed in a while, well, a couple hours, I would,
something could
drink
be going
more water.
wrong.
Fatigue, dizziness, that can, again, later lead to vomiting, fever, and you can just guess what it can later lead to. But it is, dehydration is no joke. And I kind of thought of this in my head. I read it online in an article, and it said, once you're thirsty, you're already feeling the sources of dehydration. So once you already get to that, smacking your dry mouth around, you're like, holy cow, I really need to guzzle down some water. I'm not saying that you wake up in the middle of the night, like, you're going hours without water anyway, but just kind of sitting there and you're all of a sudden just need to chug water, try to just sip on it through the day. You're already really seeing signs of dehydration.
The other thing, which I am not an expert on this, but I believe if you look at the color of your pee, it can tell you a lot too. If it's fairly clear,
right,
you're well hydrated.
Right.
If it's pretty dark, it could be a sign that you're like losing vitamins.
Right.
And that like possibly that you are getting dehydrated. I mean, those will go hand in hand. If you're losing vitamins, it's because you're not properly hydrated.
Exactly. Another thing is when your urine is really dark, it's your kidneys are kind of working overtime. You're not really allowing that proper kidney function to happen. So if you prevent, your kidneys from doing a proper job, I wouldn't say, you're not doing the best to them. Another way too is, like you said, how often you go to the restroom. So on average, it's about 6 to 7 times per day. Not 67, 6 to 7 times. Some people are different. Again, I saw a range from 4 to 10 times regarding how much water you need, and everyone's different. So
well, it depends on honestly. There's so many factors. There's like how active you are.
Exactly.
If you're fairly sedentary, like during the day, it might be less. If you're active, it could be more. So exactly. I think that's where the big range is.
Right. What you ate, the weather outside. Like today, it's 99 degrees outside. You're going to be sweating more. So drinking more water is just that. Replenishing that side of the equation. But another thing is that people always ask, how much should I drink? What's the baseline? The baseline, I believe, is like 64 fluid ounces. People have heard your body weight divided by 2 in fluid ounces. But like Angela said, it's different for everyone. If you're more active or you're just a larger human being, you're going to have to drink more water than someone who's smaller than you or less active.
I've always just gone with, does that mean anything? No. Okay. I've always just kind of gone with, if you're thirsty, drink water. Like, I was listening to another podcast that, about hydration, and this one guy wouldn't, prescribe like a set amount of ounces for anyone. He would just say, if you're thirsty, drink water. If you're not thirsty, don't drink water.
Right.
Like, just kind of, your body's pretty smart. It'll let you know, if something's not like working properly or if everything's running smooth. So
yeah, those are kind of just the benefits, risks of not being properly hydrated and how to monitor it. So we have a couple tips that will kind of go back and forth through that. The first one I have and that I live by is having a reusable water bottle by your side at all times.
This is my best friend.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I always bring it, on the road, at work. It's kind of always attached to my hip, and I've almost got to the point of like it's second nature where I don't need to count how much water I'm taking. If I am thirsty, I'll realize like, holy cow, I need to step up my game. But that is kind of my go-to.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I
never leave anywhere without it.
No, I don't. Like, I'm literally always carrying this, like my water bottle with me.
Another thing that I want to say.
I just got thirsty.
I know, so did I. We're chugging water as we speak. Another thing too is on long car rides, if you ever get stuck in traffic, bringing a water kind of takes your mind off of it almost. It's just kind of like, it's just another place to really increase your hydration level. Also, going out to eat. I do this a lot. Instead of getting a soda, getting something sugary, order water. It's free.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I chug probably like 2 glasses of water,
right.
Like before, I guess, the meal. Whenever I go out.
Exactly. and again, it settles your hunger a little bit, so you might not eat as much, and it also helps with digestion. So, do you have any other tips?
Drink water while you work out.
Okay, there we go. So it's again staying properly hydrated, using that reusable water bottle that you're carrying everywhere. So continue to do that. Anything for you at all? I got a couple more if you don't mind.
No, you go for it.
Okay, 2 more is if you need to, keep tabs on how much water you drink. So as goofy as it sounds, get a Post-it note, write a note in your phone because you're always on it. I know it. Just keep how many glasses, ounces, or big water bottle jugs that you have at work. If you feel thirsty and you look at your number and maybe increase it. So it's just a way to kind of gauge how much you should be drinking. And the last one is have a glass of water with every meal and or snack. So what I mean by that is in the morning, instead of grabbing that OJ filled with sugar, with your coffee, have a glass or, a little bigger glass of water. Yeah. Same with lunch. Instead of grabbing that soda, have a glass of water. With your snack, midday, just keep on pounding the water. And then at night, instead of having that milk, get that water. I know, a lot of those have other benefits that I don't really want to go in. But this is about hydration and how to keep hydrated. So, do you have any final words, Angela?
Yes. As it gets hotter, what?
Nothing. You scared me.
As it gets warmer, though, it is really important to stay hydrated.
Exactly.
Because the warmer weather is just gonna keep you feeling lethargic, keep you feeling fatigued, but water can hopefully combat some of those negative side effects of the heat.
Yeah, that's true. So that was our July newsletter auditory edition.
It's gonna be so exciting. If you have a long commute, hopefully you're listening to it. Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked this. Let us know too here at Inver Grove Heights Anytime Fitness Plus. You can search us on Instagram. You can like us on Facebook. which you're listening to this now, but anyways, like it anyway. Come in and see us and ask questions about your hydration needs.
Yeah.
So everyone have a good month of July, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.